We are live. This is Josh Goldstein. We're talking about mistakes that you do not want to make on your visa application. In your visa process, what are the mistakes, the things that are going to get you in real trouble when it comes to applying for a visa? I'm going to get into that today. So, if you don't know me, my name is Josh Goldstein. I'm an immigration lawyer. I've been practicing immigration lawyer in immigration law since for more than 20 years. And I have seen it all. And I'm going to share with you my knowledge, skills, experience, all the things that you need to know to reach your immigration goals. We have an office in Los Angeles where I live, and also an office on the East Coast in Boston. We handle cases from coast to coast and around the world from these two offices. Wherever you are, we can help you if you have a case that fits with what we do. So, visa mistakes. Let's get right into it. The first thing that you need to do is make sure that when you fill out your paperwork, that your application is accurate. Sometimes people say, oh, I forgot to mention that I have a sister who lives here and there. Okay, well, that's why. Why did you forget to mention it? Is it because you intentionally left it off, or is it because you were sloppy, or so on? So that's a very important question. The second thing, when you have your interview, the day before your interview, you want to review your application. Print out the DS 2016 and review it and figure out what's going on. Make sure that you know the information on this application. Make sure that you know it. Does that make sense? When you go to your interview, make sure that you have every single piece of paper that has any potential relevance to your case. Sometimes people say to me, hey, I have this piece of paper. Should I bring it to the interview? Without knowing what piece of paper that is, I would say bring it to the interview. Why leave it at home? If there's some potential relevance, bring it with you. If the officer asks you for a document and you leave it at home, that's not going to help you, right? That will not help. Let's see here. So I'm going to be taking questions to see what questions that you have. Nimsha, welcome. Raham, welcome. Rahel is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome all, one and all. Stranger danger. As a 19-year-old with no type of immigration document whatsoever, what's the best path for me right now? It's hard to say without knowing anything. I'm just going to assume you have no connection to the U.S. You're not married. You have no family here. You have no job offer here. I would say the DV lottery would be the best way to go. Consider that. The U.S. gives out green cards through a lottery process. It sounds crazy. It sounds a little bit fake and sort of like a scam. It is not. You can win it. You can get your green card that way. There's no reason you can't. So, Raham, waiting 2 months after a DS 5535 for an IR1 visa in Egypt. I'm so sorry to hear that. We are having so much problems with the U.S. consulate in Cairo right now. So, what do you do about that? Well, hopefully your visa will come soon. Hopefully it will come today. I hope that it does. And if it does, come back on and tell us so we can congratulate you. If your visa does not come and you're still waiting, let's say 2 months from now, then you have a problem. You have a problem because you don't know how long it's going to take. So what I recommend that you do, if you're still stuck 2 months from now, Riham, are you listening? Please let me know in the comments below. Alia Ahmed, tell me something about 221G administrative processing time. I will. I'll be back to answer that in a second. But Riham, I want to answer. Yes. So if you're still stuck 2 months from now, I want you to reach out to me and contact us and book an appointment with our team, and we can help you. we solve administrative processing delays. So if you have a delay that takes more than 4 months, 5 months, something like that, then we can help you get it cleared up by filing a lawsuit. That's what we do. Kaleem, 2 months, still no response. So I would tell Kaleem, you have basically the same case as Reham. Kaleem, are you there? Let me know in the comments below. But basically, you've been waiting for 2 months in administrative processing. Hopefully, you get approved soon. And if you don't, then after about 4 months, I recommend that we file a lawsuit and get you the visa that you deserve. You deserve your visa. You shouldn't be stuck in administrative processing. So a lot of times people will contact me like after they've been in administrative processing for like 3 weeks. And they'll be say, oh my God, I need a visa immediately. We have to put an end to this. 3 weeks is hard. I usually take on cases that have been stuck for about 4 months. So I'm going to answer this question that Aliyah Ahmed. Aliyah, are you there? Please let me know in the comments below before I answer your question. But so can you tell me something about the 221G processing time? Here's what you need to know. The processing time for 221G is completely uncertain. It's unclear. You don't know how long you're going to have to wait. You don't know. You don't know if it's going to be 6 months, if it's going to be a year. You don't know if it's going to be 2 years. You don't know if it's going to be 5 years. You have no idea how long this would take. You really don't. And that's what's frustrating. What we say is if you're still in administrative processing after 4 or 5 months, that's when you should consider reaching out to us. That's when we can help you. Aliyah, if you're there, let me know if you have questions about this. How much does a lawsuit cost? Well, that's a great question. Every case is different. We offer free case evaluations. If you're interested in our services, you can book a free case evaluation with our team, and we'll ask you a bunch of questions to see if your case qualifies. And if it does, we'll be able to give you a quote to see if you want to proceed. But when you consider the cost, I think the main consideration should be how much would it cost you to keep waiting? You know, how would you feel if you have to wait for 2 years? How would you feel if you're waiting, and then Donald Trump becomes president and nobody gets a visa? And that's what happened last time around. Hamid got his ceremony for naturalization, I assume. 3 days later, they canceled that. Is that normal? No, it's not normal. I would be very interested to hear, Hamid, why they canceled your ceremony. What happened? What was the reason for that? Kaleem says, what kind of paperwork do you need? So we have a questionnaire that we use for new clients. The most important part of the questionnaire is to be able to explain very clearly how the delay in the processing of your case is impacting you and your family and your lives. How is it harming you? What's the importance of this case to you? If you can do that, you know, sometimes there's medical issues. Someone needs to be in the US so they can get medical care. Sometimes they need to care for a family member. Sometimes it's financial reasons. There are children being born. Zia from Bahrain. It's great to see you. We're very much looking forward to helping you. Official Ish Preetcar 38. Help me. My F1 visa is revoked from the San Francisco airport. Oh, that's horrible. Because what happens is you get to the airport and they won't let you in. You have to go home. It feels terrible. I'm really sorry to hear that, my friend. The only way around that is to apply for a new visa. Kaleem, this is for your male spouse in Pakistan. So are you suggesting that this is a same-sex marriage? I would think that if so, I would think that would be difficult in Pakistan. Um, I don't know. Maybe Pakistan is okay with same-sex marriage. No, it's not. Um, here we have. Here's Joe Camanjo. It's not a male. Okay, sorry, I misread that. Forgive me. No, if did not mean offense. Um, just got an email saying we have taken action on your case. No update, no account. What does it mean? I don't think it means anything. I don't think that update means anything. We've taken action on your case. Um, what does it mean to say they've taken action on your case? Does that mean that they approved it? They denied it? Or anything? I don't think it means anything. Um, Imran, welcome. Can I get married before 90 days if I enter with a tourist visa, if I can prove my relationship from 2 years ago? From Daniel War. Daniel, are you there? Can you let me know in the comments below? So, tourist visas are for people who want to visit the Statue of Liberty, who want to go to a wedding, who want to go to the mall, who want to go shopping, who want to attend a business conference, who want to meet with friends and families, who want to go see the Grand Canyon. This is the purpose of a tourist visa. It's for you to stay for a week or 2 weeks, something like that. Now, Daniel, if you're listening, you're saying, can I use the tourist visa essentially as a fiance visa, where you want to come in and get married and apply for a green card? You are specifically not supposed to do that. If you go to the airport on your entry as a tourist and they say, what's the purpose of your trip? And you say, I'm here because I've always wanted to go to Las Vegas and I'm going to be. Um, but on the other hand, Daniel, if you're listening, if you go to the airport and they say, what's the purpose of your trip with your visitor visa? And you say, I'm going to get married. I have my wife lives in the US and we're engaged. We're going to get married. We've been together for 2 years. They are going to terminate your visitor visa and put you on the next flight back home. So if you're already in the US and you're thinking about getting married, then I recommend that you not get married within 90 days of when you arrived as a visitor. Why is that? Well, it's because of the intent issue. If you enter as a visitor and you stay for 90 days, then perhaps plausibly you could say that you had a change of heart, a change of plans. But if you enter as a visitor and then the very next day you get married and apply for a green card, well, it's not going to work. It will not work. Let me know if that makes sense, Daniel. I mean, I really recommend that you lawyer up because there's a lot of room for mistakes in these scenarios. And Princess Serena, my ex wants me to drop child support so he's able to apply for citizenship. I refuse. Can he still? Yes, someone who has child support can apply for naturalization. There's no reason you can't do that. Just because you're divorced and have to pay child support doesn't mean you can't become a citizen. So that's false information. Don't buy that. My fiance approved on the 4th month. Yes. Let's see. Can someone with a B2 visitor visa do a change to a work visa? How long does it take? We don't handle these. But you can do that. Yes. I'm going to put my email here, Jason. If you email me, we can give you a referral to someone who does. Let's see here. Here's my email address. Let's see here. Let me know what questions you have. Oh, here we go. Do you guys like the overlay? Let me know in the comments below. Now you can see my phone number and everything. Joe says, I recently received my EAD approval, but I don't know how to pay for it. What do you mean? You don't need to pay. Can you enter as a visitor visa to buy merchandise? Sure, why not? What's the purpose of your trip as a visitor? I'm going shopping. I want to go to the mall and buy stuff. Even if he owes more than 20,000, no. If he owes money, he'll have to pay it off. Missy B, are you listening? I hope you are. I'm going to try to answer your question. How can I update my case? My husband became a U.S. citizen. We filed AOS. From El Salvador. I've always wanted to go to. I've been to El Salvador. Not thoroughly, but I've been to part of it. Okay. Reham says we have to update the document transcript of 2023. They did not ask for it. Okay, work on that, Rahim. Work on that, Reham. Mohammed Duko, tell me some information about summon. Can you explain what questions you have? I'll try to answer them. Yazan says the visa officer kept my passport, my I-20, and letter of admission with him. He told me I would be under administrative processing. Is it good news to have these documents with him? It's not good news. Good news, Yazan, good news would be if the officer said congratulations and gave you your visa. That would be good news. The fact that they took your documents is not bad news. It's not good news. It's nothing. It just means that they have not made a decision on your case, and that's very frustrating. It really is. I hope you get your visa soon. If you don't get your visa after maybe 4 months, I want you to reach out to us using my email or the phone number or the link in my bio and book an appointment with our team. TikTok, what's going on? Any Somalis here? Anybody from Somalia or any Somali people in this live? I hope so. I was going to try to answer all your questions. How long till I get my US passport after CRBA in Kenya? I think that would probably take 6 months. We have Quace 111. Welcome, Somali brother or sister in the house. What form does a joint sponsor fill out for a K1 visa? That would be the I-864 or the I-134. Mohammed Hassan, hello. Welcome. How many chances my new visa after revoked case? I think it's very difficult to get a visa after your visa has been revoked. I guess I would want to know, why was your visa revoked? What happened? Is there a criminal case, an arrest? Um, did you say something or do something at the airport that would cause your visa to get canceled? I mean, they don't just randomly cancel your visa. That's very unusual. Can I get an H-2B work permit if my country's not on the list? Um, I don't know. Mohammed Hassan, can my lawyer shorten my court hearing for 2026? I don't know. I'd have to know more about your case. Quays, here we go. How's Frankfurt Embassy DS 5535 AP over 6 months IR1 German citizen originally from? Okay, so this is for QAYS111. Are you listening? If you are, let me know in the comments below before I answer your question. I just want to make sure I have your attention. So, anyway, I'm going to answer your question even if you may not be here. So, our friend is originally from Somalia. He lives in Germany. He or she is married and is applying for a visa based on marriage. Okay. And you've been in administrative processing for 6 months. You have filled out the DS 5535. You've given them all information. You're still stuck. 6 months has gone by. What should you do? First of all, how long is it going to take? The answer is we have no idea. You could be waiting for a very, very long time, except you're not going to be waiting a very long time because you have the good sense and intelligence to be here spending time on our channel with me, and you're going to be better informed than your average person. So you know that when you're in administrative processing, they're not checking anything. They're not doing anything. They're just holding you and not making a decision. So what do? Well, you contact us, book a free case evaluation with our team using the link in my bio. We will file a lawsuit and get you the visa that you deserve. Hope that makes sense. Gave you a paper with this is for Yazan, gave you a paper with 221G and said it orally, never asked for any documents. Yes, you have to keep waiting. Goldstein is what Quay said. Yes. Maria says, would there be a way for me to get papers if I have a petition and I have a visa? I need to know more about your situation, Maria. Do I handle national interest waiver filings? We do not prepare and file national interest waiver applications. We do help people who have applied for the national interest waiver whose cases get stuck. We do that. Najib, LPR issues by error 7 months ago, N400 denial 9 months ago. How can I place myself in removal? 18 years in the US. You cannot. You cannot do that. No lawyer can help you do that. I would wonder, like, if you got your N400 denied, why did you appeal it? Did you have a lawyer, Najib? Why not reapply for your naturalization with a good lawyer like me and then fight those bastards? If they deny you, appeal it. If they deny the appeal, appeal again and keep fighting for your citizenship. That's easier than trying to get yourself deported after you've been here for 18 years. Nobody should be denied their naturalization just because of a paperwork error so many years ago. Zia says the Bahrain embassy kept my passport and told me that we're issuing the visa. Then they gave her DS 5535, and it's been with them for 5 months. Well, Zia, my advice is to file a lawsuit, which is precisely what we're going to do. Yeah. Why does an interview appointments take 2+ years? That's a damn good question. Why does it take 2 years? Shouldn't take 2 years. Dave says 2023 tax return is $400 short, but my sponsor has a job that makes enough money and an employment letter. Is that okay for an RFE? Sounds good. Make sure it's thoroughly documented. Having my passport with a visa officer, does that mean that administrative processing will be short? No, it doesn't. It just means that your passport is with them. I wouldn't read anything into that. It doesn't mean that it looks good. It doesn't mean anything really. Ariella, can you help me with interview speed? Why do Somali cases take longer than other cases? I can tell you my answer for that. Somali cases take longer than other cases because they're from a country that's poor. They're from a country that's black, that's Muslim, and it's a form of discrimination. And it's unfair, it's illegal, and that's why I like helping Somali people. I like helping Mexican people and Canadian people. I like helping all people, but I find there's something about Somalia that the immigration system just they mistreat them. The same with Pakistan, the same with Morocco, majority Muslim country. People who apply who are from a majority Muslim countries, they make them wait and wait and wait. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not legal. We got to fight back. We can't let them. Najib, denied the N400 because I didn't file for an I-601A waiver. Well, that was 18 years ago, right? It was many, many years ago. I would fight them. Appeal. You're going to have to file a new N400 and you're going to have to fight it. Dad's interview is taking forever. Ariella Rodriguez, I'm sorry to hear that. Sharon Green, Bernard, Najib, Monsignor, Proudly Patel, welcome. Nurma Muari, Cool Hot Mom. I like that name, Cool Hot Mom. Cool Hot Dad, that's a good name too. Naz, hello. Welcome to you all. If someone failed to mention a case dismissed back home country, could they get naturalization? I don't know. I'd like to know more about it. Why did you fail to mention it? Zulfikar Ahmad, answer my question. I now have to go look for your question, so maybe you could repost it. Thank you. Yazan, can I schedule a new appointment when I'm under AP? No. You can't, or that wouldn't solve your problem. How can someone consult with you? Easy. Book a free case evaluation with our team using the link in my bio. Leo just got a social security number. How long for my work permit to come? Should come soon. Very soon. I hope it comes soon. What's my next step? What should I do after they cancel my ceremony? You should book a free case evaluation with our team so I can give you case-specific information. But I'd like to know why they canceled your ceremony. If you feel comfortable doing so, please share it in the questions below. If Somalia doesn't have an embassy, could I pick any embassy to apply for my I-130 for my husband? It has to be an embassy that your husband can easily travel to. And if your husband needs to go to a country where he can't get the visa or it's difficult to travel to, most of my Somali clients get processed through Nairobi or, yeah. Dave, for anybody not having a lawyer yet, book a consultation with Josh. He is so nice and helpful. Oh, it's very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot. Let me know what questions you have. I only have a little more time, so give me your best questions right now. Tell us the disadvantages of a lawsuit. I think this is for Mohammed Duko. I think when people hear lawsuit, they think that there are going to be a lot of disadvantages. They think that it's dangerous because the consulate might get mad at them and retaliate. They think that it'll be a hassle. They'll have to go to court. They imagine all these possibilities when in fact none of that is the case. There's no retaliation. It's very easy to do this. We do this on your behalf. You don't have to do anything. I think the main disadvantage is uh, the cost of our services, and you have to compare the cost of that we charge versus the cost of waiting indefinitely for your visa, not knowing when the end will be, and all of the costs associated with being stuck and not having your visa. Um, that's what I think, to be honest.